and welcome to the finale. I don't even know why I started the timer. We're just gonna be playing until we end the game. The finale of Legend of Zelda,
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, not Ocarina of Time. That will be for a later time when I actually have, it on N64 and not just 3DS like I do now.
Oh.
Because I don't want to go out and buy the software you need to do captures on the 3DS. But are you ready, Dad? You ready to face Ganon?
Face Ganon. More water.
Yeah, I mean that's this game's theme is water.
I know.
Actually, this game's theme is wind. I don't know why I said water. There's just water everywhere anyway.
He's wading through.
It's Zelda! Let's save her before Ganon shows up. Oh no, he was here the whole time! Did you sleep still? No, do you sleep still? Wait. Do not be so hasty, boy. I can see this girl's dreams. Oceans, oceans. Oceans, oceans. Oceans as far as the eye can see. They are vast seas. None can swim across them. They yield no fish to catch. What did the King of Hyrule say? That the gods sealed Hyrule away? And they left behind people who would one day awaken Hyrule? How ridiculous! So many pathetic creatures scattered across a handful of islands, drifting on the sea like fallen leaves on a forgotten pool. What can they possibly hope to achieve? Don't you see? All of you. Your gods destroyed you. I have been waiting for you, boy. For one like you. Yes, for the hero. Do not betray my expectations. Whoa!
This is where you say the bigger they are, the harder the fall.
I can't get over it. He's always so ridiculous in this. Welcome to Puppet Ganon. It's not even real Ganon. He's just controlling it from above.
Okay.
Now let's see if I can do this. Nope. Hang on.
First, take out the strings.
Look. You can take out the strings, but the main objective is that orb on his tail. Yes! Ha 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 ha! A true sniper.
Two shots. Good job.
Oh,
Nope.
wait. I couldn't even see it. This is what the speedrunners do. I saw this. I'm like, oh no. Hang on.
What's that? Hit the tail?
Hit the tail without cutting the strings. It's maybe not too much.
What?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Hit the bat.
The piece. Oh, I thought I had it. Yeah. Ah, nope. I'm getting too impatient. Ah, no, that was an accident.
There.
That takes a while for me, but... Yes!
Good job. Good timing.
Yeah, I just need to
Patience
breathe.
on your timing.
No.
Way too.
can't get him when he's doing that spin.
Right.
Give me some more arrows.
Heart.
Ah, I didn't move over the side. Okay. Bop, bop. Ah! Thought I had that.
Nah.
Nope. It's bop, 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 bop. He moved.
I'm going into the spin again. So get back to now go back to the bats.
Yeah, you're right.
While he's spinning, you know the bats are coming. Now get back in position.
Throw his arms. And dance, 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 dance. Nope. It's kind of hard because the light is in the way.
I see that.
He moved.
Yep. Listen to the music. Listen to the music.
I don't think that's the way.
Yeah, because it's going out. Just a minute, okay.
Yep. Uh-oh. Ah, that was too high. One, two, one. Ah, wait, it's on the 2. I said 1. That was just an accident. I accidentally let go of the button. 2, 1, 2.
Well, then put it down. Look at that. An arrow and a heart over there. You need it. More magic.
Keeps moving. He didn't. He was just about to. He was just starting his swinging animation, which is why I missed. Sorry, Dad. I'm not as good as a sniper as I thought.
Nope. It's okay, you're getting it. You're getting there. Can you back off and get a little better angle on it, or no? That doesn't help.
Every time I'm about to get it, he does the arm thing, which changes his rhythm.
Spin.
I'm gonna try and get him while he's spinning.
Bats, bats. Can't ignore the bats.
How was that for a sniper shot?
That was a good one.
I just like light it up, shoot. I saw my opportunity and I took it.
That's right. That's what you gotta do.
Jeez, that took us like 10 minutes. It's just, and that would have taken me like 5 on a normal without that. And that.
Ganon puppets done.
No, this is the second form.
Oh, this is the second form of Ganon puppet. Yeah, you have some magic on the far side.
See the reflection? What do I have to do? So, what the speedrunners can do is they can actually hit him as he's going up.
Right over top of you.
Uh-oh. Not good. Ah!
2.5 hearts left. Okay, hard.
Well, it's piercing, so
Get the hurt.
that I'm more concerned about him who's falling on me. There's plenty of hearts after I beat Puppet Ganon.
Okay.
One more phase. Snake Puppet. Now this one is just sniping. Are you ready? Nope. Oh, come on, I mistimed that.
Okay.
Alright, let go.
Two and a half hearts.
I don't care if I use up the fairy because there's a fairy after this as well.
Okay.
Ow.
That's one and a quarter.
Got him.
Heart. And almost. Oh. I hate those things.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
Go.
Ah, what? Look.
You were so close. I thought you had it too.
What? I need to kill some of these things. I don't have any magic left.
Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
It's fine. It's been more than a minute. Oh, I can stop him? I still missed.
You have no.
I have no magic left.
Yeah.
Ow.
Quarter heart. You're about to die. Now you're back to one of the quarter heart. 3/4.
Why are these guys dropping magic?
Huh? There you go.
Yep, there's my fairy.
There's your hearts.
You're just supposed to drop magic.
Oh, are they? No, there's nothing. There's another fairy next time.
There we go.
A little bit. Oh! Got that one. More magic, more magic, more magic. There you go, more magic.
But I'm low on arrows.
Oh!
Take some sniping. Oh wow, that's too high.
You can do it.
Got him. One more.
Ah.
Uh-oh. I thought I had that.
Nope.
4 arrows left.
Damn.
Hey, let's cut it close. What? I can barely move. There's so many of them on me.
5 hearts, half of the energy. That's magic. That's it.
That was the last arrow. Okay, time to farm. Come on, guys, give me arrows. Here we go.
There's 1.
And there's 10.
Well,
Ow, got back moving pretty fast. Got him! Woo! So yeah, that's been like almost it's been over 15 minutes, but no, the final boss will not take me that long.
Okay. That was a lot, Tom.
It's only because I was trying to show off.
Sure.
No, seriously, I could have. The puppet part would have been super easy if I had just used Boomerang to cut off the strings. Yes, surely you are the hero of time reborn. I'm Hero Wins, man. I have a new name. Hi there. Your time has come. Come now, stand before me. Bye, Ganon.
Again.
Ready for the climb?
It's a long climb. You have any way to get hearts or anything else before you get going?
They're at the top of this. Like, why? Oh, right.
Oh, you have to jump?
I have to jump. And there's no jump button, so you have to jump off that.
Did you do that in real life?
Climb this high?
Climb 5 feet.
No.
2 feet.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Hey, I've got a lot more weight weighing me down than you do.
I don't know if I could do that. I do.
Okay, how do I... Where is it again?
You have to grapple somewhere, take it?
Grapple... There it is.
Grapple.
And climb.
Grapple and climb. That's a tough way to climb.
And I need this. I like how I still have... Oh, no, I need this for one more. And then I need the hook shot. By the way, here's the...
Oh, yeah. All the magic.
Yeah, so let's make sure I have the bottle out so I can catch the fairy.
Full magic. Ooh,
Huh.
no fairy.
Oh, right!
Full magic, full hearts, so... Oh, right, what?
Fairy's not down here.
Oh, next level? Do you need more arrows again? What? What's in the middle? Do you need anything?
Just the warp pot. Which I should probably break in case I die.
Why? What's that do?
Did you not see the warp pot in the place below? This will take me back up.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there, you dropped an arrow.
I don't really need arrows for the final fight. Not really. Technically I do, but... You'll see what I mean.
But you don't use it.
Wow, way to go. You got it right. What? It's not here either?
What are you looking for?
Okay, I must be thinking of it wrong then.
What are you looking for?
Fairy! Because I thought there was one after that because the speed run uses what's called as the zombie hover to get up there. Because they don't grab the hook shot, so they can't get up there. So they have to use a zombie hover, which is basically like Link dies at the same time it's something else, and you can just keep hitting the A button and float forever. But as soon as you land, you die. So they get a heart or a fairy up there, I thought, so that they don't actually die. My country lay within a vast desert. When the sun rose into the sky, a burning wind punished my lands, searing the world, and when the moon climbed to the dark night, a frigid gale pierced our homes. No matter when it came, the wind carried the same thing. Death. I love that face, by the way.
What's his face?
Yeah. Oh?
He's out of breath.
Oh, is that what that face is?
He's breathing hard. See how hard he's breathing? As well as blowing in the wind.
But the winds that blew across the green fields of Hyrule brought something other than suffering and ruin. I coveted that wind, I suppose. It can only be called fate, that here I would again gather the three with the crests. That I should lay my hand on that which grants the wishes of the beholder. That when power, wisdom, and courage come together, the gods would have no choice but to come down. The power of the gods, the Triforce. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Already the crest of wisdom is mine. All that remains. Our crest of courage. Oh! Oh! Ooh, close. Do not fear, I will not kill you. I merely have need of the power that dwells within you. Now, let us put an end to that which binds us together. Sorry, Ganon, you and I are bound forever. I mean, that's basically your own fault. Ish. It's convoluted. We'll just say that. But it has to do with demise in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Kind of like Harry Potter. Bound together.
Yeah, kind of. Ganon is the reincarnation of an ancient evil called Demise, who basically put a curse on Zelda's descendants that he will always return, and so he returned in the form of Ganon. And Link is the spirit of the hero who protects the Triforce and always must prove himself. He's the only one who's not blood related to all of the... Well, so Ganon is always the same Ganon. Zelda is usually a descendant of previous Zeldas, and Link is just a boy in the world who has inherited the spirit of the hero. Gods, hear that which I desire. It's very complicated.
I guess so.
Expose this land to the rays of the sun once more. Let them burn forth. So he's touching the Triforce to get a wish.
Oh, he is?
Give Hyrule to me. And he's reaching out. He who touches it will have whatever his desire granted. Is that what you said? Is it not Ganondorf? King! Something Hyrule. I don't remember his name. Gods of the Triforce, hear what I desire. Hear what I desire. Hope! I desire hope for these children. Give them a future. Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Let a ray of hope shine on the future of the world. By the way, apparently people have hacked this cutscene. Neither of them was touching the Triforce. They're all like several feet away. Just the perspective makes it look like it from this angle.
Yep.
And let our destinies finally be fulfilled, Ganondorf. May you drown with Hyrule. Which he does. This is in this timeline is the canonically the last time we see Ganondorf. This will be it.
Because he drowns.
Yeah, ish. You'll see. This is also the last time we'll see the Master Sword in this timeline. The next game has the Phantom Sword, and the game after the Locomo Sword as the great swords in those games. This is foolishness. A future for you. What are you laughing at, Ganondorf? You're insane. Oh no, she's pretty badass still. Thistle, I'm sorry. I overslept. I think it's time for us to say goodbye to this place. We must return to the world above, back to our ocean.
Was one of our escorts.
The rain, I'm guessing. Very well then. Allow me to show you your future. Yes, allow me to show you just what hope you have. See how much your precious Triforce is worth. Haha, none of us have any Triforce pieces anymore. I'll use this bow to cover you. Attack him as best you can. So yeah, she has the right arrows now. So. Having fun, Dad? Look at this. Fighting Ganon!
There you go. Directly. Met this public. What's she gonna do with the arrows?
We're trying to get him with the arrows, because they have the power to seal him.
Well, I don't see any arrows falling yet. That's why
Well, she's trying to get a good shot, Dad.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh. I only have 3 hearts left. I don't have any healing items. What? How'd that miss? How do I miss that?
2 hearts. 1 heart.
Well,
Night on.
pausing.
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 Game over.
Shush.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, we're back at it. So, yeah, sorry about that. We have a fairy now. And there was a fairy at the top of those, like I thought.
Yeah. Should have gone searching. I know, I'm too conservative.
Ow.
You're already down 3 hearts. Keep going.
Oh, this camera angle's not great. There we go. Fire at him, Zelda. There we go. Now we got back to this point. Ooh.
All she does is smack her down and then come back?
Yep.
Does she have a possibility of dying?
No. She'll get back up soon. This is just supposed to have you fight him without her backing up with the arrows. Ooh.
A little bit. Down to 2 hearts. There you go, your fairy.
Yep.
And you're full magic, so...
Well, I don't need magic. I don't have the light arrows.
Oh!
Zelda has them.
That's right. She doesn't take your magic.
Yeah, she basically has unlimited magic because she's Zelda. Could it not, like, miss? Why does it keep missing?
Use your fairy.
There we go. There we go. She's back up now.
Finally. You're down 2 hearts.
He's good.
Here
Okay.
he comes. Down 3 hearts. Come on, Zelda.
Nope, she can't hit him now.
Why?
It's part of the thing. Come on, Zelda. Tell me what we need to do. Thistle, you have to distract him. Are you ready? I'll aim for you, and you use your shield. You get it? You get it, Dad?
So reflect it back.
Oh, I moved. There we go. Here we go. And boom!
There you go. So you reflected. So reflecting back the light arrow from using the shield.
Yeah, the mirror shield. Remember?
Yes.
The wind. It is blowing. So yeah, he doesn't exactly drown. He's just sealed forever underneath the waves.
Okay.
King Bosphorus Hyrule. My children, listen to me. That's the same voice I used for Ganon. I have lived regretting the past. I have faced those regrets. If only I could do things over again. Not a day of my life has gone by without my thoughts turning to my kingdom of old. I have lived bound to Hyrule. In that sense, I was the same as Ganondorf, which is why we have surprisingly similar voices.
Okay.
But you, I want you to live for the future. There may be nothing left for you, but despite that, you must look forward and walk the path of hope, trusting that it will sustain you when darkness comes.
Why is he saying nothing's left for him?
Farewell. This is the only world that your ancestors were able to leave. Because it's all underneath the water now. Please forgive us. We have to leave Hyrule behind in the next game.
Oh, okay.
Wait. You could come with us. I'm pretty sure this is not the voice I gave her at the beginning. Yes, of course. We have a ship. We can find it. We will find it. The land that will be the next Hyrule. So... but child, that land will not be Hyrule. It will be New Hyrule, which is what they call it.
Oh, really?
I mean, Dad, we're not much better in the real world. There was York, and now there's New York.
And
It'll be your land.
Cleveland? No.
No. And it will have trains. Yeah!
There you go. What?
That's a game I should play with Oliver, right, Dad?
Yes.
Once again, it's on the DS, so I don't have capture software for it.
There they go, floating to the top.
Yep.
And
Boat!
Bubbles.
Bye, Coral. King of Red Lions, K-O-R-L. Coral. I have scattered the seeds of the future. Yay, we did it, Dad!
Yay, Tom!
Woo! High five!
And they're
Just floating along.
floating along in the middle of the ocean.
And she's back to being Tetra again. Don't know how it happened. Hey! Bird Boy! Prince Kamali. That's it. Pirates! Oh no, pirates!
But they're waving nicely.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's my sister. You know, she's just been with the pirates this entire time.
She's winking again.
I think she just does that, actually, now that I think about it. Because she tends to do that a lot, didn't she?
That's what I was wondering. Not just in the rain.
Yeah, she's got that wink and that smirk on her face.
Right.
Hey! Oh, they do come out! I was like, I don't think we actually see them come out. Hey, we do.
Yep.
Awesome! So they're not stuck beneath there forever. Which is kind of bad because the sword is still sealing Ganon. That's kind of important. I don't know. He never comes back. I think it's fine.
He hasn't come back yet.
Good point.
There's always a yet.
Yeah. I don't know. So it's weird. So he does come back in Breath of the Wild, which is getting its sequel later this year. Woo.
Okay.
And like Nintendo has said, oh well, this is supposed to be all the end point of all the timelines. It's just like that doesn't make sense because in this timeline we're not even Hyrule anymore by the end of the game, and no one can access Hyrule.
How do you bring them all together? Is what I want to know.
I don't know. Like, the other two could at least feasibly, like, it could just technically be alternate realities of the same timeline. Like, it could take place in either one, but it could not take place down this path. It really just could not. They're in a new area called New Hyrule that is crisscrossed by train tracks.
Okay.
Like, that's nowhere to be found in the entirety of Breath of the Wild. And I know not many people love Spirit Tracks. I'm one of the very few who really actually do love that game. And most people would like to make fun of him of Link in that game because he's the hero of trains. But I honestly love that game. So
Well, that's good.
Phantom Hourglass was my first Legend of Zelda game, which is Phantom Hourglass is the sequel to this one.
Okay.
And it's actually a direct sequel, meaning that it's the same Link and Tetra.
Okay.
And then Spirit Tracks is the sequel to Phantom Hourglass, but 100 years in the future, after they've settled the new area.
All right.
And Ganon is in neither game. The big bad in Phantom Hourglass is Bellum, and the big bad in Spirit Tracks is Maladus. I don't know. Just it's a demon. But yeah, I love Spirit Tracks. I don't
Good.
like. It's definitely not like one of the best Zeldas, but I mean that's an incredibly high bar. So
Yeah. That's because you really like the Zelda.
yeah, I mean, like I said, my introduction was Phantom Hourglass, which used a lot of the same mechanics as Spirit Tracks. It was touchscreen based instead of controller based like all the other ones. But I've loved Zelda ever since. This is actually this was one of the last Zeldas I played. The only Zelda I have yet to play is Four Swords Adventure. That's the only one I haven't played. And I've beaten all of them except Triforce Heroes. Because I'm not sure how I feel about that game. Maybe it's better if you actually have multiple people playing, because you're supposed to get 3 people together.
Oh, okay.
It's for the 3DS. I got it way late, so I had no one to play it with. But I would love to get Four Swords Adventure for GameCube. That'd probably be really fun to play.
Is that also multi-person or no?
Yeah, you can play with 4 people.
Okay.
Wow, look at all these bubbles of faces we've been.
Yep, that's what I was doing.
Oh, I forget there's an after credit scene. I don't know, if there is, people can just look it up on their own. I think that would be good for this episode, the finale.
The finale.
Well, we'll see you guys in the next series.
Good job, Tom. This was fun.
Yep. Bye.
And she's winking. So, what were you saying about when she came up? She was who?
She was Tetra instead of Zelda. Yeah, there is an after credit scene. I don't know, should I put this in? Hey guys, you watching this right now?
The after credits.
After credits. Setting out.
Are they all gonna sing? Grandma!
Yeah, Grandma's alright. It's like even a fairy. I have my boat, which I don't have in the next game, by the way. I'm just on the pirate ship instead. I don't know what happens to the boat. Anchors away! Hold the tiller steady.
There you go.
As for our destination, the wind will guide us.
So there's a little problem with that. The wind's behind them on the pirate ship, and the wind's a beam of them on the little ship. And the little ship is to leeward, means downwind of the pirate ship, so we're going to get around that.
I'm pretty sure that's only a detail sailors would notice, Dad.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, we should write an email to Nintendo. How's that sound? The end.
If you have a sailing game, you have to have sailing. You have to have the appropriate sailing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in, just so we can get that little last bit of sailing though.